Hey everyone, Dan Saavedra here from mergerdata.com, and today we're going to be going over how to use custom behavioral events inside of workflows. So HubSpot's custom behavioral events are a little bit limited in terms of what you can do with them inside of workflows, but you still can do some things, and so we're going to go over that today. Hopefully they'll be adding to the functionality so that you can get more and more use out of these custom behavioral events. It really adds to the power of your marketing data. So we're going to start out here on the custom behavioral events page. We have these various events that we've created over the past couple days that basically track unique things that happen on our website. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the automation section here. We're going to click on workflows, and then we're going to create a new workflow here in our demo account. And remember that custom behavioral events happen on the contact object only at the time that this video was made. I do anticipate that to be changing in the future and for them to be added to deals and companies and custom objects. But for now, they're contact only. So we're going to click on contact-based workflows here. So once we do that, it's going to open up the workflow builder, and we're going to click on the triggers. And then we're going to click on when an event occurs. And so when we do that, we can click on add trigger. And then if we scroll down, you'll see a section here called custom behavioral events with all of the custom behavioral events that you've created. And so if we did an about page view, then we can see that it's selected, and now this is the trigger for our workflow. And so the only other thing is that we can enroll every time a trigger occurs. This is something that you have to be very careful with when it comes to custom behavioral events, because if it's something frequent that they're doing, you might not want to trigger this workflow over and over again. So let's say they added an item to cart and you want to send them a coupon for that item. If you're an e-commerce brand, then you obviously don't want to just keep sending them coupons every time they add an item to their cart, because that would be overwhelming and it doesn't make any sense. And so instead, what you would want to do is only fire this or enroll this contact once. The very first time that it fires, or 24 hours after it, is when you want to send the coupon. And so you only want to choose this option here. But we'll, for now, we'll select that one and click on save. And so now we're using this custom behavioral event as a trigger in our workflow. And the other thing that we can do with custom behavioral events is we can add it as a delay function and wait until this event occurs. And so let's see, if we click on the delay type and scroll down to event occurrence here and scroll down, we can choose the event. So there's the standard HubSpot events already, but then if you scroll all the way down, they then list your custom behavioral events in alphabetical order after all of the standard ones. It looks like this isn't even in alphabetical order. So the custom behavioral events are just located at the bottom of the standard ones, and the custom ones are in alphabetical order here. And so we could basically just delay until, say we wanted to wait until they clicked a certain button, and then we can even filter based off of the different custom properties and properties that are collected in that event. So this is where, well, I'm not sure if custom properties are actually included in this, but at least the standard properties from the event you can filter by. So let's say I wanted to make sure that the event is executed on a certain page. Then what I can do is I can make sure that the page URL contains, and then I can put in part of a URL string that I want to track and wait for that event to happen. So you can get really creative with this if you want to enroll contacts into a workflow for any reason and then just delay until they take a specific action. This could be really, really useful. You can set up a lot of sales and marketing type workflows based off of what a contact is doing in the customer journey. And so that is the two main things that you can do with custom behavioral events. One, you can use it as a trigger to enroll contacts in workflows. And then you can also use it as a delay feature or a delay functionality, so you can wait until that event actually occurs until proceeding further with the workflow. So hopefully this little walkthrough was useful. Unfortunately, it's a little short because you can't do too much with the custom behavioral events and workflows as of now, but I'm sure that HubSpot will be adding to that in the future. Once again, a reminder, you have to have Marketing Hub Enterprise in order to have custom behavioral events. Otherwise, you won't have this functionality. I'm Dan Saavedra from mergerdata.com. We build out a lot of data solutions inside of HubSpot. That's our specialty. So that's why we're making these videos, so that you all can see exactly how to build these things yourself and get a little bit better data in HubSpot. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.